What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And I'm here to talk about something that has been popping up sometime around last night, and this whole rumor on Maria Kanellis and the fact that Maria Kanellis wants WWE to bring back the Divas Championship. Now, I read the article that was given about the article. I read what the article has said, and apparently Maria is defending the term diva. And she doesn't agree, because the whole term of diva means model. Diva means model. So she's pretty much defending people like Kelly Kelly, Eva Marie, Jillian Hall, Melina, Mickey James, and all these other Divas champions. So she's pretty much defending the entire Divas roster who were Divas champions, or even the women that were models, like your Kelly Kellys and Eva Maries. She was pretty much defending them, saying that just because they're supermodels doesn't mean they can't wrestle and all that other stuff. And she wants the Divas Championship to be a third consecutive title. She doesn't want the Raw Women's and SmackDown Women's titles to disappear. She thinks the Divas title can be a third championship for the division. Now, there's a big problem with that. And even I will admit there is a huge issue with that, is that there are some women on the roster who I look at. I think if they're not going to be women's champions, I would say Divas Championship could be a nice fit for them, like someone like Mandy Rose, someone like Sonya Deville, Lana, and Naomi, and the Iconics, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, the women who aren't really going to be getting a big push. I think people like that would be Divas Champion, if that is how they want to treat the Divas Championship, as a title for people that aren't going to be given a title shot. But at the same time, I don't think I just don't think the Divas Championship I just don't think the Divas Championship is needed back. That's what I was trying to say. I was losing focus. I just don't think it's time for something like that. And also, I just don't think the Divas Championship is needed. I don't think the Divas Championship is needed. Why should it be necessary? Why does it should be needed? And honestly, it's too much of a gamble for the Divas Championship. It's a bit of a gamble, and I just think it's a bit... Look, the title has prestige, and that's the one thing I can say. The title has prestige. You know it does. We all know it does, because there's so many so many great Divas champions, such as Kelly Kelly, Eve Torres, Nikki Bella, Michelle McCool, the first champion. So there has been great Divas champions, even Paige. There's been so many great Divas champions. I will agree that the title has prestige. because it has a bit of its prestige of its own. But honestly, I just don't think the title is necessary. It's a title. Look, I don't want to see the title back, but if they do want to bring the title back, here's the one way I could see it being possible. This is just me explaining how I think the Divas title could come back if the WWE do go with it. And guys, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if WWE actually do this. Because WWE are so stupid in their head sometimes that they'll do things that, they'll just do things for the sake of doing it. The way I would bring back the Divas Championship is that maybe I would have Ronda Rousey and Charlotte, depending if they're still champions, duke it out over both belts, and the winner gets both belts. They both become unified as one, and you can call it the WWE Women's Championship, and then you can have the Divas Championship come back as the secondary belt. Kind of like the way WWE had it before the Women's and Divas titles merged into one. So I think you could do it like that. You could have one roster full of divas and one roster full of women's wrestlers. I reckon that could be the other way you could do it. You could have one roster, every woman that consider themselves divas, like the Bella Twins, Maryse, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella, Nia Jax, Naomi, maybe the Iconics, and Mandy Rose, everyone who claimed to be divas, and all go for the Divas Championship, and everybody that claimed to be women can go for the Women's Championship. That's how I think you could do it. But, it's like I said, I don't want to see the Divas Championship back. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think the belt is needed. But then again, I would not be surprised if WWE do bring the title back. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything you need to know about this report that Maria wants to bring back the Divas Championship. Do I agree? 50-50. I'm 50-50, but at the same time, though, we've been through the Divas Era. We've already been through the Divas Era. We don't need to do it anymore. But I will agree, I don't think the belt is necessarily to be needed back. If you want to unify both Raw and Women's titles, then I'd say do it then. Bring it back when the titles are unified as one. But until then, I don't think the belt is necessary. I don't think we need 3 women's titles on the main roster. So anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hit the thumbs up if you guys did. Comment your opinions down below. Do you think the Divas division should return? Divas Championship. Do you think that should return? Or do you think the women's titles is where it needs to be for now? And thank you all so much for joining me. And I'll talk to you all later.